Tasmania show, yeah.
Wagwan gang, back in this thing, and if you really gang, bang that like button, and if you like the vibe, subscribe. If you don't have good energy, please keep your ass inside. Shout out to Tazzy's Baddies. You know we love all flavors. You tune into the Tasmania show with Taz Tycoon, and today we talking about Lil Durk. If those of y'all that don't know, Lil Durk has been in jail for quite some time. Matter of fact, let me just get the exact date. When was Lil Durk arrested? Because I want to make sure. I got some information for y'all. Hold on. When was Lil Durk arrested? I just want to see how long he's been in jail. Oh, it's 2024? Okay. Lil Durk was arrested on October 24th in Broward County, Florida. So come this year, October, it'll be 2 years that Lil Durk has been in jail. I think the last thing that we had saw from Durk was that this year before the All My Life Grammy? Hold on, let me look at that. Hold on, All My Life, J. Cole, Lil Durk Grammy. The Grammy that he won. Let me see. Did he get? Am I tripping? Yeah, All My Life. That was 2023. So boom. Durk been going through some things. I know we all growing through some things, but just looking at the trajectory and everything that was going on from King Von, passing away. It's been a lot of stuff going on in Chicago. I'm a huge Chicago fan, like Bulls fan. D Rose, shout out to D Rose. He just got his jersey retired, so yeah, that's just some Chicago love. But it's a lot going on. So just first and foremost, just even the energy of the city, man. Just like for years you've been hearing about drill music and things like that, but when your lyrics end up getting you jammed up like on some Young Thug shit, Thug is home now, and all those things. But yeah, so he was coming off of the height of his success of the All My Life song with J. Cole. He won Best Melodic Rap Performance. I really feel like I wish they would have gave Durk that Grammy on stage, but you know how the Grammys can be. Wondering how y'all thought the Grammys did this year, just a sidebar. But yeah, so Cole, he's coming off of that. And, I see the rebranding. I think he had proposed to India Love. I'm not sure if he did or didn't at that time, but they was getting back together. And I don't know, I just felt like, Lil Durk coming from the Coke Boys era. Like, if you've been, tapped in, Durk been around for a minute. French Montana, Chinks. Like, Durk has really been putting in those hours. So to see when he had got to All My Life, it's just like, you get to the point of when you reach the Grammys and then the following year, you're in prison. But for those of y'all that don't know, I'll tell y'all, for a little bit about, if y'all have heard Who Won't Smoke With Me, I'm not gonna lie, that's one of my favorite songs. I really like that song, Who Won't Smoke With Me. That's probably not fitting, but the energy of the song. But what Lil Durk is charged with, it says he's accused in a federal murder for hire conspiracy tied to an August 2022 shooting in Los Angeles, in which Savia Lil Pab Robinson, cousin of Quando Rondo, his op, was killed and Rondo was wounded. Prosecutors allege associates acted on Durk's direction to carry out a hit. He's indicted on conspiracy charges, including use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire, resulting in the death and firearm charges related to the alleged plot. They said they have over 200,000 pages of evidence in co-conspirators. So a lot of snitches coming through. Evidence. Prosecutors are pushing to use Durk's music and lyrics as evidence to establish motive and intent. A judge has mixed rulings. Some lyrics and music videos will be presented to the jury. Other parts of his lyrical content have been ruled indismissible. Instagram direct messages have been authorized as key evidence, so it's going down in the DM. This joint is messy. I ain't gonna hold you. It's like, I've heard a lot of campaigns, but I forgot who it was, but somebody was talking about who's screaming free Durk. I think even like Rick Ross said something about doing roofing on houses. It was something random, but this the support system. Like when you heard about Durk with Pooh Shiesty, I used to hear Durk's name and being down for a lot of different people. But like you do your dirt with people, like they'll throw that same dirt over you and bury you. You need to make sure you're in soil and not dirt. You throw dirt on top of dead things. You throw soil on things you want to grow. That's just some gems for y'all real quick. But Durk's arguments to dismiss parts of the case, including claims that he couldn't prepare a defense without full closure of certain actions, have been rejected. Reports emerged of death threats to the judge prosecutors, which Durk's defense argues should be dismissed as well. But motions to dismiss on that bias were denied. Let me read that sentence again because I ain't like how that joint came out. Reports are also emerged of death threats to the judge and prosecutors, which Durk's defense argued should affect the proceedings, but motions to dismiss on the basis were denied. Wow. And then I'm gonna actually look this up. I'm not sure if y'all heard. I don't know if it was last year, but Lil Durk Apple Watch incident that popped up. I didn't look too much into it, but just trying to see if that has any. I mean, everything affects the case. It's like I feel like every year, every week, every month, there's something from Diddy. It's always something going on in the media. I don't know why that's kind of taken. Oh yeah, it says in October 2025. So just last year, they had found that Lil Durk was found in possession of an Apple Watch with cellular capability while being held in the detention center in LA. The incident. Officials seized the device from him in late August 2025. Prosecutors allege that rather than accepting the responsibility, Durk attempted to destroy or damage the watch, which is considered a violation of communication policies. Prosecutors cited that the incident and a motion for anonymous jury arguing the possession of a device with internet cellular capabilities pose a significant risk for witnesses in his ongoing murder for hire case. He's been on solitary confinement as of January 2026. Lil Durk has spent roughly 4 months in solitary confinement, 131 days following the discovery of the watch. I think I did see some videos and pictures of like India. My dad had a life sentence, and he's home now. He's been home 7 years. And I know the prison system all too well. Graduations, all types of things. My dad was blessed enough to be able to make it out the system. So when I see things like this and thinking about the advocacy that my pops does with, his business, before you do something, like just, cognitive thinking and effective communication, it's these situations like, when I see Wallow, even that interview when Wallow had the whole OTF crew there, and I think about the work that my pops is doing. Shout out you, Prince, shout out Pops, and everything that you're doing. Is just these situations like my dad teaches kids, how to play chess, how to make different moves, and just being able to see somebody that pours their heart that was in the streets heavy, and then comes back home and is able to make a difference, redemption. I think that, we saw, not saying this ever too late, but right before he got locked up, I don't know if Lil Durk had been Muslim or if he had, or if that was his, like, I know his dad is Muslim, but just all the different factors of just seeing someone, you're not the mistakes that you repeatedly, that you're not the mistakes that you made, but sometimes people will hold you to that mistake for the rest of your life. It's almost like, nah, you don't get a pass because you fucked up, and you shouldn't have fucked up. And taking someone's life, I'm not gonna hold you. There's nothing light about that. Even my pop was telling me that, he won't kill a bug, or different things like that. So it's a sensitive topic. I don't want to offend anybody, in that space. But they were talking about some of the content that they're going to be able to actually use in the court. And one of the things that they are going to be able to use is this interview of Durk with academics. So I'm going to go ahead and play it for y'all. Let me see.
By the slide for Vaughn comments. I don't know if people still say it. They used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They'd be like, maybe you sing Slide for Vaughn. I think they trolling me. Yeah, by the way, them songs is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more. For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water. You be seeing the comments a lot?
They kind of chilled out a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder why. Yeah, though. We different in Iraq.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. When I saw that interview back then, and it was the body language was giving body. It just was intense. It felt like I was watching a movie. That the interview just got real intense. But they're gonna be able to use that clip amongst other things that they're able to use in the case. But yeah, a couple of other things. It says that the proceedings are set to start April 2026. That's just in 2 months. We're right around the corner. It's Black History Month, making a lot of history. Multiple delays from earlier scheduled dates. They have been pushing this trial back for a minute. Delays from complexity, volumes of evidence, and requests from co-defendants, and more time for preparation. They're going to be using lyrics, music videos, screenshots, social media. It's freedom of speech, but your words can be used against you. It's just, as a person that loves words and lyrics, it's like I've heard people talk about, why do actors get away with portraying a killer? But then you get these lyrics, and it's like an author ain't got to go to jail for the book, but if you performing those lyrics, it's just like you did it. It's such a, it's a very weird space to be in. So like as a person that loves words, word is bond, words of affirmation, you be impeccable with your word. If you read the 4 agreements or if you're into books, I should start a book club. That's a whole nother story. But just as I'm looking at it, man, it's like as a person that loves music, it's like in one breath, it's like you want to be able to tell your story. But if doing these things are a part of your story and people are upset about glorifying it, it's like I feel like the way that they're moving the goalpost, I feel like there needs to be, just like streaming, a more, it's like a case by case basis. Like this person can get away with these. I don't know. Because you can say things like, well, when did he write the song? Like, did he do this? Like, how can you pinpoint if the song was written, if it was freestyled? You know, like, yeah, when you record, it's so many different things. I don't know how this is going to go, y'all. I'm really, really curious. Like, do y'all think that Durk is going to beat this case? Like, I'm optimistic. You know, I think even G Herbo said in the interview, he was like, you know, he's strong. You know, he's holding his head. But it does feel like it's kind of quiet, you know, for like the Free Durk movement. But at the end of the day, you could scream Free Durk till it's backwards, but it's like, what is that really gonna change? Because he is where he is. And you know, there's some people, I was listening to the Cam interview, he was talking about Mendices, he was like, or the Mason interview, and they was just talking about just doing your dirt alone. There ain't nobody to snitch on you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that he should have done these things on his own or alone, but it's just like people will switch up so quick. And even in the 7 spiritual laws of success, it's like the art of detachment. Like you think you know somebody, but there's a lot of people wearing masks. Like when COVID happened, that was just people being double masked. Like you really don't know. So it's like you got people out here, and if the evidence does link up and you was, you know, paying for hits with the credit cards and the rentals, like it's so much with this situation that it's like I said, y'all can go on the internet, y'all can go to ChatGPT, you can go to all your favorite podcasters, like I said, and look it up. But they said what's coming next is that the trial proceedings will cover witness testimony, evidence presentation, and I guess April it's going down. Like it's going down. But you know, as of today, they are going to after here. Oh, the lyrics. My bad. This is one last thing I wanted to tell y'all because I forgot that I had that pulled up. They got the exact. I hope I can find this quickly because I don't want this joint to be drawn. But I'm trying to figure out. Oh, yeah, the lyrics that they're going to... Actually, I'll just read this. So it says, the decision allows prosecutors to present the jury with lyrics from 2 successful songs, Lil Durk songs and his Narda Wick collaboration, Who Won't Smoke, peaked at number 5. I really like that song. And Aha is another song. Judge Fitzgerald ruled that both these songs contain lyrics about a key disputed question in the case whether Durk, who was not present at the Rondo shooting, ordered the violence in retaliation for the 2020 killing of his close friend and collaborator King Von. Durk denies he was involved. In Who Won't Smoke, Durk raps, they be on my page like Sly for Von. Oh, I'm reading it like I'm not a rapper. Hold on. They be on my page like Sly. They be on my page like Sly for Von. I know they trolling me. Got it back in blood. Y'all just don't know that's how it's supposed to be. Pop, 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 pop. Who the fuck is that? I'm in the zone. My bad. And then on Aha, he raps, don't respond to shit with Von. I'm like, fuck it. You tripping to go get your gun. They dropping locations. I'm getting it done. Fuck tweeting. We sliding. The feds are coming. Okay. So they are letting those songs, Who Want Smoke With Me, that is like that's crazy because it's like we can't enjoy the music. It's like R. Kelly, a whole nother situation. Like music, we need a happy moment from Pharrell. We need a We Are the World. We need something because I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like just their lyrics, but he wasn't there. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments though. Do y'all think that Durk is gonna get released? Do you think that the lyrics are gonna stick? Do you think it's gonna be like a Young Thug situation? It's just like you just saw YSL, now you see OTF, you know. And speaking of OTF, that one of the I want to mention this too, y'all, before we get up out of here. What did OTF Jam? He said he posted on his story, I don't care what y'all think of me. I hope y'all taking care of yourself and not thinking that Durk gonna play y'all bills and take care of y'all ugly ass kids. I just random. Somebody from the crew, I don't know, but if you really bang that like button, please let me know in the comments. Do y'all think that Durk is gonna like beat this case? Do you think that it's wrong that they using his lyrics against him in this situation? Like, I just want to know. This is a very, very sticky situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's messed up because there's people that lost their lives, there's blood spilled, and people that we can't bring back. And then, you know, you hit a Grammy and then you get into this point, you know. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think that Durk is going to beat this case? Do you think that they should use the lyrics? let me know what y'all think in the comments. If you really gang, bang that like button. And if you like the vibe, subscribe. And if you don't have good energy, please keep your ass inside. You tune into the Tasmania Show with Taz Tycoon. Let's go.
Tycoon running up the score, Tazzy's baddies on the floor. And that ass is super fatty, call me Zaddy, throw some more. Super nasty, she a savage, slaughter, fuck her like a whore. Popping bottles, foreign models, Tycoon on the world tour. Shorty, what you bad for? Turn this to a hit-a-thon, damn. All your bitches bad, tell them they can come along.